Talmud law rising. And what that has to do with drinking Kool-Aid, liquid gold juice, I don't know, but they're going to blend it. They're going to blend both of them, the Age of Aquarius and Talmud law. And so that's interesting. Another interesting thing is that, I don't know if you've been following my website at backtoyahweh.com, but we got a hold of these calendars. We're trying to find the original calendars and things like that so we could set up feast dates and worship days on the right dates and stuff like that, trying to redo everything that's been lost over the years. You always had to question why day would start at night. Because if you look at Talmud law right now, even the Jews in Israel today now, most of them start their day on Friday night to Saturday night as the Sabbath. Why would you start a day at nighttime? And interestingly enough, that these Qumran calendars that were discovered, I think, in the Old Testament scrolls as well, is that the day begins at sunrise and it ends at sunset. And so what's the Lord command us to do in the commandments? He says to honor the Sabbath on the seventh day. And so the Sabbath would be the seventh day, which is Saturday, from sunrise to sunset. You do no work. You just meditate on Him and worship Him. And now at sunset, after dark, you can do whatever you want. I don't know about you, but when I cook dinner, I never usually get it done till after dark anyway. I'm so busy with so many 1,000,001 things multitasking. And so that's to be the day of rest, is Saturday, the seventh day, from sunrise to sunset. So I find that interesting. Because that's the day. Anything after sunset is nighttime. So the day was considered from sunrise to sunset. So very interesting, especially for those of you who want to work Saturday nights or whatever. Wait till dark. Just honor the Lord from sunrise to sunset on the seventh day. Last week after the show, when I was talking about the liquid gold and monoatomic and exposed several things, my cat was killed shortly after the show. Somebody purposely killed my cat. The way he was hit, whoever had killed him had driven clear across the road and heading in the wrong and opposite direction to hit him. And so that inspired me during the week. What I decided to do was come up with the fun things to do as a warrior for the Most High list. And so if you've been on my list or you've been to my website and my blog, I posted one of the final versions of this list that I have up now. Fun things to do as a warrior for the Most High to cripple and annoy Satan's plans to rule on earth. And for the enemies of Yah and those in underground cities and bases, we'll pray that. And then I go through about 50 or 60 things that you can pray for that the Lord would allow to happen. And I suggest that you take several of these things, maybe 10 or 20. If you feel so inspired, go through the entire list and pray these things every day. Let's just really disrupt and annoy Satan and his efforts to build his kingdom on earth. And some of the suggestions, because some of you never get to my websites to read anything, or you're not on my list to read anything, I'll read some of the suggestions that you can pray for, and then you could even expound your own list once you get an idea. Things you can pray for is that their automatic doors and their underground bases don't work for a day, for you to put them in confusion as to what's wrong with them and don't let them be able to be fixed for 24 hours. You can pray that the water sources get mysteriously blocked and stop flowing into the underground bases and cities for a day. You can pray that their computers malfunction and everything has to be reformatted. That their elevators stop working and grind to a slow halt. That their food supply gets covered in worms. That their underground vehicles get flat tires for no apparent reason. That airplanes prepared to spill chemtrails over our skies can't get off the ground. That their consciousness becomes seared with the judgment and righteousness of the Most High. That reptilians and greys eliminate through their skin. Pray that all their pores get blocked and they become constipated. That the chips in the small greys malfunction and they don't obey. Due to miscommunication, they let all the captives go free. That the phone numbers stored in their cell phones mysteriously disappear. That security clearances of employees and officials to be revoked, delaying them for hours or even days as they try to straighten out the mess. That they all inadvertently get listed on the no-fly list, so when they try to travel, they're humiliated and delayed for hours. And so I have a list of like 60 things you can pray for, just to disrupt Satan's kingdom on earth, and how he's putting it together through our government officials, the Pentagon, these underground bases, underground cities. And so I have about 60 things listed. And so what we need to do is, for warriors out there that want to have some fun, start praying that these things happen. And it works. It's very effective. I'll tell you right now, it's very, very effective that it works. I could just feel and hear Satan's anger throughout the week, especially when I first started this whole idea of putting a list together for fun things to do for warriors of the Most High. They're furious, just completely furious. So I'm going to get a couple questions for tonight. Question from a listener: did you hear about the satellite that is falling to the earth? It is supposed to hit within the next 6 weeks. They made it sound like there was something poisonous in it. Yeah, aliens. It was on Blue Tabs tonight, just for your info. That's why they know. I'm sure there's a lot of radiation. These aliens are going to bring weird plagues and diseases to the earth. I don't believe it's just aluminum metal satellite in heaven falling. I just really don't. I watched probably as you did. You're right about the colors and the ties. Also, I noticed that Hillary had on red and so did Laura Bush. And to check that stuff out as far as fashion goes. You know, wearing red is just dominant, especially, I don't think that Hillary wears red every year. I don't know. I saw her one time. I didn't get to watch a lot of this show. What was surprising to me was how uncomfortable everybody looked there. If you looked at all the military people, they all looked like they were just stuffed in their uniforms and they couldn't move. They were just squinched like sardines in their seats. Everybody there just looked totally uncomfortable. Of course, you would be in an auditorium full of lizards. Comment from a listener: heard that they might be doing the national ID card this May, but not doing the actual chip implant this year but later. Is it okay to get the card still and refuse the actual chip later? You know what? Just stay away from anything that has you putting your head up to anything for an optical scan and a chip implant. Either on or in your right hand or forehead, or these optical scans. Stay away from them. And I did a code, talked about it last year, about how these optical scans are going to give people scotoma. So they're going to be blinding people with these optical scans. And so it's something you want to stay away from. I've heard that they're doing away with these ID cards. And whenever they say that, they're going to do away with something, they just come back later with it. They revise it and come back with a new and improved version. But the months this year that look the most interesting are March and May. Because I think we're going to be able to tell by March or May whether we're in 2009 or not, because I'm just so flabbergasted at this point of whether we're in 2008 or 2009 in the codes. I think we're going to find out soon enough. March would be an interesting month, and May. Planet X is coming in towards the Earth. It is carrying all of these forces. I think they will be aligned with this fake demon Jesus that's coming. They're going to be aligned with him. When Maitreya comes, you're going to see him arrive first. He's going to come about, I expect him by February, March, whatever this year. You're going to see the Euphrates unleash at that point. The locusts being imprisoned in the Euphrates. And I talked about last week how I couldn't envision bugs aligning, wanting to align with bugs, you know. And somebody brought up a point, I can't remember which movie it was now.